Well trained.
Hi, Scott Orlin with CINEMA-Magazin. Multiple Academy Award winning filmmaker Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu. First of all, congratulations on your movie, The Revenant. You know, it's fascinating. When you did Birdman, you were basically in a controlled theater environment. Nice, safe, I'm sure it was warm all day. Then you get this idea, let's make a movie in the Canadian wilderness. Talk about the logistic challenge it was for you, as many of the skill sets that you had, what this made you do.
Well, it was the opportunity to work in the wilderness that I want to submerge myself there, has that opportunity that looked very romantic at that time. And at the same time, as a filmmaker, to have the canvas and the landscapes with silences so prolonged in an adventure film with that scale, with that epicness, it was a great opportunity for me to, through the image, to the pure cinema, get some story told that way. It was great, you know.
And I'm fascinated too, because as much as you plan everything out, there's something called Mother Nature that steps in, and you can't plan whether she's going to have rain, snow, wind, sun. So what happened? I mean, apparently during the course of this movie making, you actually had to go to Argentina and finish one part because Mother Nature in Canada wasn't cooperating. Does that make it more exciting for you as a filmmaker when you have to be a little spontaneous during the course of filming?
It was not exciting necessarily. I think it's terrifying, the word, you know, because then obviously you are dealing with already with the task to make a film work and to solve a lot of things narratively. But at the same time, when you are challenged by the impact of the physical production, with the cost implies there, with the flexibility you have to act upon the creative decisions, financial decisions, physical decisions, it's absolutely much more challenging. Yes, it's exciting when you accomplish and you solve a problem, but once you solve seven come in that minute. So it's a relentless process of unexpected changes that demand from you an awareness, and for the period of almost a year shooting was extraordinarily exhausting. But I couldn't be more happy and more proud of having finished this film. It's a miracle. Honestly, I have to say it's a miracle that this film exists.
And I want to ask you too, because at the core of it, while we may talk about the weather and we may talk about some of the cool effects that you have in there, it's really a story about parent and child, that we see it from two different perspectives. One is from the Indian father looking for his daughter, and the other is the Leonardo DiCaprio with his son. So what are we saying about family? What type of journey of family discovery are we going on with this movie?
There's the center of the story is, I will say, like a love story, which products, interracial love story, which product is a half-breed son, which obviously the heart of the film is a filial relation between Glass and Hawk, which is his half-breed son that is obviously victim of this social environment of prejudice and racist thoughts, and that make it very heartfelt and not very different from the world today, and that is still resonating, and I hope that people can empathize with that kind of relation, which is very moving and heartfelt. And Leos is very, in that sense, very maternal, very fragile, vulnerable, and very strong at the same time. So, you know, that's kind of the heart of the film.
Well, Alejandro, I cannot thank you enough.
Thank you.
Best of luck with the movie.
Thank you very much.
This is Scott Orlin. Until next time.
Thank you, Scott.